Wow. Mm. Let me...
Okay. Do we follow her? Or? Ay, ay. Goblin repellent. Damn, 50 damage. Highly effective armor.
Yeah. Hello. We are just getting started. And I am trying to get this all set up.
Why did the fucking Goblin Slayer thing go off too? Oh, Goblin repellent. Yeah, but okay. I can't equip it though. Oh, because I haven't leveled up. I don't know. Maybe I did.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, it still has a red slash through it.
And
Let's see. Go to Mount Crawl, pick up lead ore,
topics?
go to cave,
No.
crave likeness in rocks, find bard.
I was gonna add it to YouTube's. That would work.
Oh, yes. The throw. Okay.
Okay.
I haven't tried it. Oh, we got 2 people on live already.
Yeah, one of them's me. Okay. Yeah, that's that. Via live. Yeah.
And what?
I need a shower. Take one tonight.
Ew. Not really a big fan of the loss of life, but I'll buy it. Nah, I'm gonna keep the one I have. No.
How is everyone?
Doo-da.
Doo-da. Yeah. I don't know what to talk about today. Doing okay. John is playing.
Tiny Tina's Wonderland.
Yeah, that. And I'm just hanging out. How are you? Oh, wait, you already said you're good. Good. Hello, hello. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't know what to talk about.
What was it, Danny? Crazy now?
Yep.
In Austin.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Got the whole gang right here. How windy is it? How windy is it?
It's not really that windy up here.
Not really too windy. Not too windy. Mm-hmm.
Where do you go to change your stat sheet anyways? At the inn or?
Mm-hmm.
And the inn is where? I think you went this way. I don't know if you went this way. But there you
I wish I had something to talk about at the moment. I'm just kind of hanging out. And
we need questions.
what's new with y'all? What's new with you?
What's my new job?
Yep, he got a new job, started today. It went well. And I'm working on maintaining my sleep schedule so it doesn't get all messed up.
I already know that.
Prom going on, heck yes. Kind of work is it? How's that going so far, and what kind of work is it?
Welding. So far, so good.
Yeah. A man of many words.
Yeah, so many words. Good day, Josh.
Mm.
So, oh yes, a man of many words.
Oh no, why already regretting it? Still a week away. Mm.
Huh. Which one do you think I should pick?
Um. Yeah, I mean, as long as you're going with friends and hanging out, it should be fun, it should be fine. It's just kind of about finding that community to hang out with while you're there. It is very purple. Wham. That one.
I'll go with that one.
Okay. No regrets.
Yep, I changed my banner a while ago. And I have no clue how to use the emotes or whatnot.
Mm. I had food. That was yummy. I was hungry. Didn't do much today. I watched TikToks. Nothing too exciting there.
I haven't really changed any of mine.
Watched a live stream from someone I enjoy. That was entertaining. They were making dinner, and it's just kind of a quick hangout. I didn't have much to say there either, though, so I was pretty quiet for the live stream. But it's always nice to see them.
Fast travel overload. I can see dice.
Yeah.
Oh, I already did that. I already got past the cheese puff.
Cheese puff.
I had to find a key to unlock the cheese puff, so the cheese puff would disappear, and Tiny Tina ate it.
Oh, okay. I'll be right back. Enjoy, John. Wham.
Find bar, go to Weep Wild Darkness, Mount Crow, Lead Ore, go to Cave, Working Blueprints. The Working Blueprints?
Ho ho. Ho ho. Oh, that's cold.
Ah,
Played Kahoot today, and the teacher gave random kids cheese puffs away as the prize for first place.
for
The
some
kids'
odd
fault
reason.
for forgetting them.
Some odd reason
Was
my
not expecting another this month. Yeah, hello.
controller got disconnected somehow.
Welcome, welcome.
This is the working blueprint one.
Always expect the unexpected.
Was not expecting a live stream.
Indeed. I'm intrigued if switching is rare. It depends on the system. Some systems only switch during like traumatic triggers, for instance. Other systems switch really frequently with, there can be positive triggers and negative triggers. Our system switches. I don't know how often we switch. It kind of depends on the week.
And the day.
And the day. I wouldn't say it's rare, though, at least not in our system.
I want to say you switch pretty common.
Pretty frequently?
Regular basis, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. With our system, we switch pretty frequently. We have a lot of positive triggers. So, for instance, like the dolls back there, our art stuff up there. So, like, that's Hush's stuff. Those are kind of the young ones, kind of like the dollies. The flag here is Ether's. There's more collage stuff down there that's being worked on. That's Hush's again. Okay. Let me see if I have any advice for that.
Advice for what?
I'm trying to find ways to where we can switch more since things are more opened up and safe to be the others. Well, if you're in a safer position now, I'd say it's gonna come down to that communication. And I know a lot of systems practice switching, which is something that we could probably work on ourselves, is to practice purposeful switches through, if you have positive triggers that you're aware of, or if others inside are aware of positive triggers, then, kind of working to encourage those positive triggers when it's consented upon by the other alters. So, like, we have incense, for instance, and smells can be very triggering in a positive or negative way, but normally with our incense, we try to only pick out ones that we like. So positive triggers for us. Yeah, I'm gonna light an incense. Speaking of that, get some good smells up in here. Was du erwartet? Let's go with you.
Always lay a strawberry one.
Yeah, but I don't wanna, because those are not mine, and I feel bad using them if they're not around to use them. To enjoy them with us.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh. The stick is too wide. I'm gonna break it a bit.
I'm leaving that one alone.
Okay. This is a PG-13 hecking live stream. Thank you very much.
Hey, what do you think I said? I'm going to leave that alone.
My God, it's a gutter.
But the gutter is the best place to be. Yeah, exactly. And then it's Kitsune said the gutter is dirty.
Yeah, that's right. Dorothy. God damn it. I'm really trying with this specific instant. I want to be able to use it.
I just realized why it's called the gutter with sexual things. Yeah, it took a while for me too.
Okay. Haha, I have succeeded.
Ooh, he dropped a outfit item.
Perfect. I am on my way. I return. Okay. I just realized why it's called the gutter. What an age. I never really thought of that either. Like, yeah, I guess because it's always just kind of implied, it was never something that I really thought out all the way. But we turned 28 this year. I turned 28. This body turned 28 this year, I should say. Yep, nothing too exciting there.
Roku, or let's work on blueprints. Oh.
Nothing too exciting with that. Okay. So is with switching, is that true for every altar then? When they switch back in, they go into kind of a void space with no memory? Or because I know that's common with hosts, in my experience. I also know that, like, makes sense.
Well, the bard
So with
is
your
in
switching
here.
question,
But I also have go to Mount Cave.
I become the other altars and act
Red
like them, thinking I
Bar.
am them. Me as host never leaves front. Who does leave front seems to go into a void with no memory of the back. Could it be, and I'm not saying this is the case, it's full out question, because I've heard of this particular instance quite a few times where an altar will not be able to remember the inner world, for instance, if they happen to have an inner world, that is.
Oh, those
when they are fronting, but then when they're inner worlds, they can remember stuff goings on. Or is it just truly, void?
Need 3 more
Okay.
ores.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
a lucky die that I can't get
we
to.
struggle with that too. We have an inner world. We have a fairly
There's a guy following me behind you.
average-ish complex inner world. I don't know.
Hello.
To me, it's average. Maybe to others, it's complex. I wouldn't really know. And there is quite a life going on inside.
One more.
But whoever is currently host
so
for us, and we've had multiple hosts. Whoever is hosting usually can't really access inner world as well. And I know that's the case with me, Chameleon. I want to say that I'm kind of host right now. I don't think I've really switched out a lot in the last few weeks. Like there's been small switches, really quick, kind of more like not passive influence, but co-fronting kind of influence, if you will. But I haven't really been able to access inner world or communicate with anyone, and unless they're like upfront with me. And that's been kind of frustrating. It's given me quite a bit of denial. It's made system communication difficult, and I know they're active inside. I haven't really had that communication. When switching and I become the other alter, I'm still partly aware and can sort of think for myself, but everything is influenced by who else is fronting.
I guess.
It overrides making me feel possessed. Yeah, that's kind of been my experience recently as well. Where like I can be aware, like when a young one switches out, for instance, I can hear the voice change. I can feel physically my body feels slightly different. Like I don't feel like I'm in my body as much, or I'm kind of not really beside myself, but it just there's physical, I feel different. Like my chest gets a certain sensation. And
I think I got everything.
I don't know. It's like I'm still aware that they're around.
I leveled up also.
Yeah, that can be really hard. It kind of freaks me out too sometimes. They'll come out sometimes when I'm home alone, and that's always a very weird experience. Because I kind of look around. I'm like, well, great, but okay. Seems to change on emotional level for us in different mindsets. Yeah. Sorry, I'm dissociating. I'm trying to think, and instead I'm just kind of drifting a bit.
I'll talk to Nicholas.
I'm losing my train of thought.
Yeah, I love it when your brain just goes bleh.
Yeah.
So all I got is Mount Crow and Bard.
Whew. Okay. Try to ground myself a bit. We get that with memories. If I look in too much, then I will either trigger us with trauma or make us switch to who holds the memory. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. That'll happen for us as well. If I think too hard on something that isn't really my memory to have, it'll trigger a switch. Excuse me. And they'll just continue on the conversation without hesitation, which is convenient, I suppose, and it makes us look a bit more covert. Like, I'd say it's a more covert switch in that kind of instance usually, unless it's a young altar.
There you go. Yeah.
But it always throws me off. It makes me feel very very language, words.
What are you trying to think of?
That's a very good question. I'm still kind of dissociating. I'm trying to ground. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with being covert, you know? Covert is, it's inherently a built-in safety feature, more or less. It's protective, and there's nothing wrong with being protective of yourself and of each other. I'd say we're kind of overt, just because we can be covert if we're around others who don't know about the DID, but it's difficult at this stage because we have been a more so overt system since we have been about 19 years old, because it became safer at that stage in our life to be overt than to be covert. And in order to get help for ourselves, that's you. In order to get help, get into treatment, things like that, being overt was what we needed to do. And so it kind of became the thing to do.
Nothing down there.
And yeah, now being covert for us can be quite exhausting. We have kind of a shell
bounty from the looks of it.
Persona, I guess. Singlet Sona. Singlet Sona, as they call them. But it's strange. I expect in time it'll be over, but it's so hard. And then I don't like waiting either. We really want to integrate personally, not necessarily completely. We still want around 15 of us, but we're a larger system. And we don't, at this point, like it. A lot of us, our jobs are, I say jobs, our positions in the system are null and void for our safety and for where we're at in life. But there's still that kind of protective mechanism that kicks in, and you know, they're still around. And I definitely as an alter don't know a lot of our trauma. I don't understand a lot of it. And that can be hard. And so the healing process has been slower than we'd like. And I don't like the waiting game of that. I don't like not being able to flow with the others. That's what I'd like. I'd like to be able to flow.
Home sweet home. While in weep, damage increased while in weep. While darkness.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, we've got somewhere over 100. I don't know the exact number. We try not to say whatever our exact number is at this point, in hopes that it'll get shrink. But there's a lot of us. There's quite a few fragments who have been integrating, though. They had, and then we had mental health dip, and that ceased our progress. So I'm hoping that we can get back into that progress soon.
Do I want a bonk hammer that just deals a lot more damage? No.
Yeah, I understand that. Functional multiplicity is definitely what we initially wanted. When we thought there was about 15 of us, that was our goal. And then once we discovered how many more there were, we became overwhelmed, and a lot of us kind of changed tune over time. And we've had a lot of discussions about certain parts integrating together that are already really closely related to one another in some aspects. So we don't think we want final fusion necessarily.
I see.
But if it happened, we follow, so on TikTok, the person whose live stream we watched today, they are a system who has gone through final fusion. That was not their goal initially. That was not the plan initially. And but that's how it ended up happening for them, and they've been really happy. And she's awesome. I think she's a really cool lady. And it's been really reassuring for me to watch her journey through final fusion. She's been finally fused now for about 10 months. And she shares on that what it's like, and just kind of information on DID and OSDD and things like that. And it's been really reassuring, because she's made it not so scary, to where now if we as a system personally had a final fusion, I don't think it would be the end of the world. And as she said, if it's not meant to be, if your brain can't handle that, then it won't. Then you will resplit, and your brain will accommodate you and your actual needs. And that's reassuring, because then, yeah, it is scary, the thought of being alone and not having that ability. I think, yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine not having any young ones around. I think we'll always have at least one or two, just because they're so necessary for our health, for our healing, for our well-being. They bring such an energy and a joy that I can't see them going away. Like a love of the self thing, really close friendship, grow closer and closer to the base goal.
But now we're gonna attack Smurfs?
Fusion at all. Yeah. I'd say it's a self-love thing, at least partially. I think a lot of it is self-love, and and they've described it as like, for them, final fusion is like all the parts are still there, but they're all connected as one. There is no loss of time anymore. There is no switching anymore, but she can still feel the different aspects of the different parts. And I think that's really cool and really beautiful. And it makes us feel like it's not, because I know some people think of final fusion as altered death. And I think that's a really scary thought. And that's part of what scared us was we didn't want to feel like we were disappearing ourselves. And I don't think that's what it is anymore. But and yeah, there is always going to be an inner child. But how would that work as like a singlet? Because I've never quite understood. I do and I don't understand the inner child thing, I guess. Yeah. Right. A singlet has an inner child. I can't imagine how it functions because I have children in my inner world and and they confront and they can do all these things. And so to imagine a not as literal. Yep, there are singlets that regress. Absolutely. Actually, that was one of the questions I asked this person yesterday, I think.
Really.
They were live recently. And I asked them if they ever age regress now that they are fused. And they said no, they don't. And I find that quite fascinating because I can't imagine that. I think we would still experience regression even if we were fused, personally. So, let's scoot you over to the sunlight. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I know for some people, it's not even quite acting. Like they're acting small, yes, but also it can be outside of their control. But it's never a full switch because they don't have OSDD or DID, and I find that quite interesting how that works. I wonder is if they acted small often, if that mindset would become an identity. Maybe a pseudo identity, maybe like a partial identity. I don't know that it would ever, and this is just based on my own beliefs, I don't know that if they didn't ever have DID or OSDD, that it would ever be able to split into a full separate identity just because the brain hadn't formed that in childhood. And acting small is within a child's nature as a child. So, there's the comparison there is
Slay goblins,
hard to
out of 250.
make, but
so these are goblins.
Who knows? Ultimately, we don't know the science on that yet. I don't think. I haven't really heard any science on age regression, really. I should probably look into it more. It is something that interests me just as a concept, since singlets do regress. Ooh, good click clack. Perhaps. Yeah. I struggle with it. I struggle with a lot of denial still. Even, 6 years in therapy. I have my moments, and especially when I'm stuck out for long periods of time where I'm not recognizing switches and stuff, because either I'm blacking them out or whatever. It's like, right. In your mind, the concept of splitting is, yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's how it is for us. Like that concept, we've split young ones in our adult life just because that was how they felt in the moment or something like that. And so for us, that's not a strange concept at all. But to have a young persona but still be yourself, I don't know. It's interesting to me. I wonder how the experience is for a singlet, or if I'll ever truly know that experience. Because I'll always, at the end of the day, have DID, even if I do finally fuse. Um, Food for thought.
Yeah, I keep getting stuff for the rogue or the wizard.
Mm. Mm. Yeah. Splitting for us, there's usually kind of a waiting period. It usually takes, sometimes it can happen instantly, but even then, it's like, gosh, let me think. I think the last time I remember a split that happened was like a year or two ago now.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
And I remember the incident. Just a second, I might switch with this one. Oh, yeah. Hi, I'm Chrissy. Yeah, no, I split due to an incident, and my job was immediately made clear to me. And oh, just a second, I'm gonna read her thing really quick. Noticing you are but can't control it is being typed and it's just flowing like automatic writing. Oh, yeah. I don't know that we've ever split while writing, or immediately written. Well, perhaps. I think we've tried to, like, on Discord servers, tried to get help with new splits before, or new splits tried to get help before. But I don't know how, like, what the
Nope.
speed of that was, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, for me, I split with a couple other fragment parts. And the fragment parts basically told me what I needed to do, and I did it, and we were fine, we were safe. The event was over quickly, and I did my job, and that was that. But sometimes the splits happen slower, and I'm going to switch again. I'm so sorry.
There's nothing really wrong about switching.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really split right away. It took a little while. Like the feelings were had, but the feelings were immediately dissociated onto me. And then I kind of
I
formed
don't
my
know if I triggered
identity.
that one or you triggered
What?
that. I'm talking about the camera.
Okay. And then, hi, it's Anna, by the way. What's felt when a switch happens? Dissociation, kind of heavy dissociation. Usually I can either hear them or feel them right before the switch happens. Oh, nice. And yeah, like Chrissy could hear me because she was trying to think into my memories of my split and my sister who split alongside me. We split due to a different incident, and we hold on to the emotions held from that incident. And it took a little while for our identity to kind of formulate itself afterwards, though. Like it was quick, but it wasn't immediate.
And I also found a mission.
Okay. Yeah. Could have gone dormant, could have been you, could have been an integration.
Well, I found no die.
Who knows?
Or where are you at? Oh, there.
Pineapple.
One of the dice right there.
You never know.
The other die. Right here.
May never know. Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Sometimes you may never know. And that can be frustrating, but it can be okay too. It all kind of just depends on how much you want to know and yeah.
Oh, I got the think cool. Oh, it's another.
Some slow switches today. It's Chameleon again. Hi. Sometimes we can switch super, super quick. Other times it's a little bit slower. Like today. It's that overtness. She said ick to my pineapple. Bah. It's not my favorite flavor, but it's fine. It's not icky. It's just meh. Proxying is another alter to make a switch happen. I don't believe so. Like, by proxying, do you mean like, in essence, pretending to be them until a switch happens? Or like, trying to get really close to them until a switch happens? Okay. Huh. Yeah, I guess that's kind of like how we just did those switches just now is thinking back into those memories we had to try and kind of like connect to who it was who held the memories. And in doing so, we were trying to kind of proxy them, which triggered them to be like, no, I got this here. It's my thing. Let me just. I like that, proxying. That feels better than saying, like, pretending. Because, yeah, like, meh. Proxying. I hope I remember that. Acting like them to tell if a switch happens, which usually between a sentence and a paragraph when the switch is stable. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's really hard for us to pretend to be them because it causes that dissociation, and they're like, no, I don't want you holding on to this memory, it's mine, things like that. Yeah, yeah, I get that. You do, you kind of have to set yourself in the role of someone else, which is a lot like acting, and then it's like, okay, well, if I were this person, I would think or feel this maybe, and yeehaw. I'd agree with that. Yeah, if they really don't want to switch out, they'd probably make it known in some way, or try not to switch in, or yeah. Ooh, I'm itchy. Itchy.
Oh, that's the tooth fairy down there?
Itch is traveling. No. The traveling itch, I hate it. Woo. I tried to take a nap today. That didn't work. It was attempted, but I never fell asleep, and I was a little frustrated by that because I was hoping to get like an hour nap in, but just didn't want to. So I rested. I rested in bed for like an hour, hour and a half, something like that. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to sleep. And I got up. Oh, or even worse than that, the itch where like it itches here, but actually the itch is like over here. And so like you're itching here and you're like, why isn't it going away? Why does the itch just keep coming back? And then you like start itching other places of your body and it like magically goes away in the spot that felt itchy by scratching in a different spot. Never understood that one. We get that one a ton on our fingers where we can't recognize which finger actually itches or which part of our finger actually itches. Drives us batty. And I don't know what that's about. I don't know if that's a dissociation issue or what. Like, try to get the hair behind my ears. Oh, ooh. Crevice in the middle of the fingers and the bone. Oh, the bones, the bones. Yes, precisely. I hate being itchy. I hate being itchy because I will scratch to the point of
I want to die.
bruising myself or breaking skin. Like, if the itch does not go away, I'm just horrible about it.
Fairy and maid is a friend indeed. Okay.
Yeah. Feels that way sometimes. Mm. Yeah. I'm tired now. That was like 2 or 3 big switches in a row. Ooh. Let's see, it was me to Chrissy to Anna back to me, I think. I think so. Ooh, that makes a lot of sense. We've got, we don't have CFS, but we do have idiopathic hypersomnia, which is, it basically means I sleep too much and the cause isn't really known. But I need too much sleep. So I take medicine for that. It really helps with excessive daytime sleepiness. It's a nighttime medication that I take, and then it helps me feel more awake during the day, and that's helped a bunch. But yeah, tons of switching can cause quite a bit of fatigue. It can wear you down pretty quick. Mm-hmm. That sounds like a good plan.
Yep.
Yeah, it can be awkward, but even if it makes you tired, I know at least one system that I've listened to says it's like falling asleep. For us, it's not quite like falling asleep, but for their system at least, switching is just like falling asleep. And so I imagine that would be difficult if you feel like you're about to fall asleep on someone while in the middle of a conversation or anything like that, and instead you switch. I mean, the switch is much more preferable, but still, that would be difficult to let go of that control. There's a mark on this computer. Is there we go. Got it. I had a song stuck in my head. I don't even like the song. Who is listening to that? And where did I hear it recently? Probably TikTok.
Yeah, probably.
Mm. Okay. For us, it's like, For us, it's like, I've always explained it like, okay, so you know how like water with a drain, and you can like spin the water around and it'll kind of like tornado around the drain. for me, it feels like being sucked out of that tornado backwards, kind of. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's kind of like, yeah. Yep. Yep. Mm. Right? I know it's not a distinct feeling like that. It's I don't know how to describe it other than that. Mm. 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 That makes sense. That's a good way to describe it. Bicycle lock, bicycle gears, and such. Mm.
Oh, I'm down.
He's down. He's down. Mm. Noodle. I have the instinct to like type back my responses just because I'm so used to like not being live necessarily. So I want to like type them back, but then I'm like, wait, that would be weird. It wouldn't say much. It'd be just me quietly tap 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 tap. Mm. Ooh, I need to take a shower tonight. Probably take a shower in like maybe an hour or so. Probably keep going for like an hour and then log off. Mm-hmm. Like, I can see you. What are you doing? Right. Oh, showers. Right. I know. I struggle with them. I really do. Self-care is a challenge. They're a pain. They're tiring.
Oh,
I get
already?
dizzy.
Okay.
Um,
Actually,
they can be triggering. They're not fun, but they're a necessity. I'm really fortunate. I've got really fine hair, which ordinarily I'm not a huge fan of having super fine hair, but when it comes to the drying aspect, super nice for me because my hair dries pretty quickly on its own. I don't need to worry about drying it any particular way. So I consider that fortunate. Oh, you gonna come join us?
Josh logged off. He's going to get his dinner ready.
Oh, dinner time.
Yeah.
Can join us?
Yes, I will.
Okay. Come say hello. Yeah. Ooh, I got new overalls. You want to see them? I'm going to show them to you.
She's really excited about those.
I got new overalls and they're going to be warm and they fit me. Mm. Hi. Yeah. That's nice. Yeah, we need a lot of warm stuff. We're on the opposite end. We're in Minnesota. And it's still cold. Who's out now? Small. Oh, that water. Is there a lot of cold fronts causing headaches and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you were going to join us.
I'm going to.
Okay. We should get cheese sticks.
Okay.
Oof.
Cheese sticks are good.
Hmm?
So cheese sticks are good. Watch these.
Yep. Yeah, that would make a good snack throughout the day. Some string cheese or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might actually write that down on the thingy. See if we can find them at Walmart, perhaps.
Yeah.
I'm going to write that down. I'll be right back.
It says I have 6 friends online on the PlayStation. Oh, Eric's online. Said Eric's online.
Wow. Ooh. Yeah, we're switchy today. Not too abnormal for us, though.
No, not too bad. Too out of the normal. Yep. I can feel it in my back already.
Yep. Beef has a PS4, but it's not hooked up. We have an Xbox One that can be easily hooked up, though, and it's mine. Ooh, nice. Yeah, PS4 is his. Computer is his. I just live here. I got a cell phone. Memory gets it gets worse throughout the day, though. Like later on today, I'm not going to remember all the switches. I'm not going to remember what was said necessarily, and I'll have gray out for it, not necessarily blackout, but gray out and stuff, and that gets kind of confusing. But the cohesiveness is beneficial, and it's something we've definitely worked towards. Why is there like a weird Where? Yeah.
I got
Oh,
chips.
interesting. You do have chips.
Yeah.
Ooh, ooh, cold chip.
That way I can't get yelled at for being indecent.
So indecent. God forbid a man doesn't wear a shirt.
All right. I can just go to
Come join us. Don't be a stranger. Put it over there for now. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have too much blackout at this point, but we do have a lot of gray out. And it's frustrating.
memory reset every night.
Mm-hmm. Get a little more light. Hey, look at that.
I know one thing that might help is taking notes.
Yep, so many notes. Oh my gosh.
But then,
Reading the notes.
yeah, reading the notes, authors writing the notes.
I've heard the difference. The main difference is how many AMP parts, how many EP parts. So how many apparently normal parts to how many emotional parts. Oh, really? That's cool. So like because I was diagnosed with DID, I can't really be re-diagnosed or undiagnosed with that. What was it? I could not switch from DID to OSDD because my brain developed as DID. But so technically I would never have the brain for an OSDD system because I have more than one apparently normal part. I don't know. I don't quite understand it myself, to be honest. This is information I got from that fully fused system that I talked to, who also studies psychology and stuff.
She finished Final Fusion. Now she wants to help everybody else. At least I hope.
Yeah. Back up a bit. Ugh. So we have computer labs and then need to do reports of what we learned. I'm working on 5 of them. Oh, and learning. I can't remember what we did in the lab at all, other than very few notes and pictures. Yeah, that's hard. Are you able to do you have like any kind of like I don't want to say like IEP plan or 504 plan, but essentially that where you can get notes from someone else? Yeah, I heard about that. Multiplicity in me. Yep. You have classmates at least? Yeah. Because I know during school, I had accommodations to where I could get notes from other people because I am an extremely slow note taker. And I'm not good at cliff notes, to say the least. I'm not good at that type of.
I just suck at taking notes. And then I abbreviate stuff. And they're like, oh, I'll remember what this means. No, I don't.
Right. Yeah.
What does this 3-letter mean when it comes compared to this? I forgot.
Taco Bell nacho fries back.
Yep.
Hell yeah. I love those nacho fries.
Yeah, one of my favorite fries.
Hmm?
Yeah, one of my favorite.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, we had an issue where our alter Jimmy once tried to take notes for us, and his writing is atrocious.
She's on me. It's bad.
It's bad.
I'm sorry.
Well, he writes like, oh my god, it's lines everywhere, and you can't pull it apart. It's so hard to read, and I had to ask him to not take our notes for us because we couldn't read what he wrote. He could read it, but took us like 3 times as long just to decipher the damn note as it would have to write it back down ourselves. The rest of us. Yep. I spend a lot of time rereading what I wrote over and over and over again, trying to kind of like, in a sense, memorize it, but it never quite memorizes. And yeah, once that emotion is gone, it can be very hard to reconnect to what was said. Careful my teeth. Probably a mixture of both. Yeah. Could be all of the above, you know? I'm so worried that even if we were to like gain functional multiplicity and fuse down quite a bit, I'm worried that our memory is still going to be shit and that I'm never going to have the cohesive memory that I want.
You might.
I might, but I don't know.
Maybe not to the full extent, but
Yeah. It worries me. I don't know. I want
Doritos
to.
Cool Ranch for dinner.
Hmm?
I said Doritos Cool Ranch for dinner.
You don't want to have dinner with me.
I will.
I want to go and like audit a class and take like a abnormal psychology course when I'm ready to. I'm not quite there yet, but maybe in a couple of years I'll be in a different, more stable mindset, and then I'd love to do that. Because I don't need it for the credit or anything. I don't plan on doing that to make it a job or anything, but just to have the information, to learn, to gain the knowledge, to be able to take the notes, That would be nice.
Just kind of sit there and watch and observe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Checking my mail. Or email, to be more precise.
Mm. Oh, really? That's got to be difficult. Mm. Yeah, social anxiety can be a pain.
Especially depending on what state you're in.
Yeah.
I haven't heard any bad things about Minnesota yet.
That's good.
Texas and Florida, on the other hand.
Yeah. Mm. Minnesota's trying to do something with bathrooms that I don't like, but they're trying to say that you can only use the bathroom that you were assigned at birth for the gender you were assigned at birth, which isn't going to be good for anyone who's transitioned or trying to transition. Like, they're already unsafe in bathrooms,
Right.
and it just, yep. Yeah, I know it. People. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with the new laws or the new bills being passed. I think it's wholly unhelpful. Luckily, the courts are saying that parents shouldn't be prosecuted for supporting their kids, but who knows how many courts, right? Because that's going to be down from judge to judge, ultimately. But supposedly, I've heard some good news as far as that's concerned, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yep. It stresses me out. I don't even live there, but it just, I think about the kids and I think about the parents, and I don't think it's fair or right.
Emotional damage.
Yeah.
That's how it comes to my mind. That one Asian guy, I don't know, can't remember his name, from TikTok. Emotional damage.
Yep. I'm gonna throw these away.
Huh. Doctors can get life in prison for helping someone transition, but doesn't know what state. I think there might be a age requirement for that one. Like anybody under the age of, say, 18 type of deal.
Holy crap. Right. Yeah, I know. Government is scary. I don't know. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me and Jake had a conversation about that on the drive home. So she already knows where I stand on that. I remotely try to keep politics out of social media.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to get the info, but at the same time, it's like, it's a rabbit hole I don't like going down.
Yeah, yeah. If abuse doesn't happen that much, then all my friends must be really good actors. Fucking right. Right? Oh my gosh. Ugh. Yeah. Sounds like Alabama. Mm.
I think Alabama's had that like abortion law for years. Well, I say since probably the 90s.
Oof.
Maybe earlier or later than that. I think when it comes to abortion, you gotta take it case by case.
I say not your body, not your choice. Ultimately. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if it's not your body, who are you to say whether or not someone can have an abortion? Why should that possibly be up to you? Right to autonomy. That's what I believe in. Yep.
GRT. Yeah.
Idaho. Okay.
They're giving
Mm.
HRT. Yeah. But it's supposed to be
Hormones.
Oh. Or is that supposed to be HIV? Hormones. Okay. I gotta say, what happened to our freedom of choice? Damn it.
Right.
Too many new acronyms.
They're not new, you just don't know them. Don't give me that look. You attack me with my own fidget.
My brain is already full of a bunch of acronyms. I don't need any more.
Yeah. Like BPD. Oh, great. Do you mean bipolar disorder or borderline personality disorder?
And depending on how you pronounce, like accent and everything, DID can sound like D&D.
Yep.
Dissociative identity disorder or Dungeons and Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Way two different things.
Are they though? Are they?
Yes.
Roll for initiative.
Don't make me grab my dice. You know how many I have.
Yeah.
I got enough dice sixes for a level 9 fireball.
Yep. Oh, I know. DID is not very findable on the internet unless you type out the entire thing non-acronymed.
Did you try D period I period D period?
Even then,
Oh.
it barely gives you anything. You mostly get like Reddit stuff. Reddit scares me. people are like so opinionated on Reddit. And half the time their opinions are just badly misinformed.
Right. Hey, now with my new work schedule,
Mhm.
we can probably schedule out live videos like, hey, every Tuesday, every Monday, every Thursday, if you want to continue with the lives or
Right. Fake cringe and the, oh gosh. Yeah. I stay far away from that.
I hardly ever hop on Reddit.
That didn't work.
She's going to get chips all over her face.
Mm-mm.
You got some on your legs, though. I saw it.
You didn't see shit. I'm making a mess.
Diagnosis stories.
Mm.
That can be pretty triggering
Potentially.
for some people.
For some people. But anything can be triggering for someone, you know?
Right.
I've heard some interesting triggers that make me question how they became triggers, but you don't ask those kind of questions. Ooh. Lost a week. Yikes. Mm.
EMDR. I've heard that one before, but I can't remember. Hypno?
Kind of. It's has to do with bilateral stimulation. I don't remember what EMDR stands for, but I know what it is. Eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. Hey, okay. Yep. I just wonder, would it work if you don't necessarily know what your trauma was? Like, if you don't have something that you've got. So, like, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if we can do that either. Yeah. That's pretty common. No more chip.
No, there's a couple of options. Lieutenant B crumbs. And now she's going to grab every single little crumb out of there, apparently.
No more chip. Noodle. Noodle. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard mixed reviews from people with DID on EMDR and how well it or safely it works for them. Okay. I like carrots and ranch. I like broccoli and ranch. I like cauliflower and ranch.
Celery. Chicken nuggets. Pizza.
Pizza sometimes with ranch.
Kind of depends on the type of pizza.
I prefer blue cheese for a lot of things, though. Like, good blue cheese dressing, or like chunky blue cheese with some hot wings. Oh, so yummy.
Give me the ranch.
Yeah, you can
Or
have your
barbecue
own
sauce, or even hotter. The last drop.
Pizza and ranch. Okay. Mm.
Casey's has a pretty good chicken bacon ranch pizza.
Sounds like something I would hate. I don't like chicken or bacon or ranch on my pizzas necessarily. So,
Well, understandable. You like pineapple too, so.
sometimes it depends on who you're talking to. Don't go there. Ugh. I don't like Canadian bacon though on my pizza. So it's too sweet.
What is wrong with you?
Oh, so many things. You should know this already. Ooh. Honey barbecue and pepperoni. Yum.
Pineapple, pepperoni, and barbecue sauce and ranch. Interesting combination. A little sweet. A little spice with the pepperoni.
I like pepperoni
And a
pizza.
little zing.
Little zing.
That's like the Parmesan Alfredo
Mm-hmm.
that Domino's has.
Okay.
Or Parmesan garlic, whatever it is. It's one of the fucking 3 white sauces that they got there.
I like spicy. Spicy is yum. But I am very pasty. I am very much a pasty person.
I like spice until that's all I taste. I want to be able to taste everything else.
I like spice, but it needs to have flavor.
Right.
It can't be straight spice. I like the spice to have flavor.
I want to taste more than my mouth burning.
Yeah.
Getting pretty tired. Getting pretty tired already.
Yeah, you were up pretty early.
Yeah, 7 o'clock.
You were up a lot earlier than that.
There it was. 4 o'clock.
You were up at like 3:30 when my alarm went off.
Yeah. That's right. 7 o'clock is when you woke me up yesterday.
Yeah.
I
got confused.
It's 7 o'clock. You're late for work. I'm like,
late for work. What's going on? It's Sunday. Oh, fuck, it's Sunday.
And then I couldn't go back to sleep.
I'm so sorry. Oh, no.
But no, it helped somewhat.
Almost 9 p.m. here. It is almost 8 p.m. Yep. DST really sucks. We talked about that last time. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, daylight savings time. Yeah.
I heard that someone was talking about trying to get rid of that because we're the only country that doesn't. Just stop doing daylight savings.
Yep.
Because it's not necessary anymore, really. Exact same words.
Well. Yeah.
That's okay. I don't know about daylight savings until my phone. I realized why is my phone microwave time different than my cell phone time?
Why is my car phone? What about car phone?
Why is the
Car
clock?
clock.
Yeah, why is the clock in my car and my stereo different than my cell phone?
Yep.
Right. I know I am when it comes to certain things, like certain memories or whatnot. I need an external word, visual, some type of to help trigger that memory out. It's like, oh, now I remember.
Yep. Car phone.
Those things were fucking huge. Those old brick cell phones and the car phones.
It's a pretty cool concept.
My mom never had a car phone, but she did have one of those brick cell phones. Okay.
I don't remember my parents ever having a brick cell phone, but it might have been a little past my time.
I still remember pagers.
Oh yeah, the house phones. Oh yeah.
We know a couple that actually that's all they use is a house phone. One of them, no, they. I know one has a cell phone. I don't think he does have a cell phone. She does.
Yeah.
What's a house phone, anyways? Yeah, nowadays, what is one? You can still find them. You can still buy them. They still sell them.
Especially at Goodwill.
Yeah. The Goodwill is where you can find the old house phones.
The good ones.
The ones before answering machines.
Yep.
And color ID.
Yep.
My mom would screen calls all the damn time once we had a caller ID. Hey, who's calling up? I don't know that number. Let the answer machine pick up.
Yep.
Oh, it's your aunt. Oh, it's grandma. Oh, it's...
Yep.
Hell, I still remember some houses having a phone in the bathroom.
Oh no. Might want to check that.
Yeah, you might. Someone has an issue with deleting voicemails also.
Must be him. I don't know what he's talking about.
I need to clear my
Now there's
mouth there.
TVs in the bathroom, right?
Yeah, it's called It's in Your Hand.
Yeah.
It's a cell phone.
Cell phone. Nah, some people.
Yeah,
have
some
full
people
TV.
do. They have a TV right above the bathtub.
I'd worry about that. What if it's not bolted in good enough? Ooh.
It would be a shocking
What if it
experience.
What if it gets too humid? Too humid?
Too humid?
Yeah.
Well, it's called a bathtub, not a shower.
Right. Shocking. Exactly.
I think you can still find them, but I remember actual shower radios.
Yep.
Little radios for your shower that were waterproof.
Yep, they still make them.
Damn, she's the only one talking. Then we have two people on here. The other person's not talking.
That's okay.
I think it's still crazy now.
Mayhaps. What you do? I enjoy them too. They're fun.
Very random.
It's part of the fun,
Sometimes we'll try to come up with somewhat of I guess you could say a script / topics to talk about. And we usually don't try to stay on topic. Because all of a sudden we go, ooh, shiny.
Shiny.
Because someone asked us a question.
And we have not had a single troll today. Wow.
We've only been on for almost 2 hours.
Only.
The last one we were on for like 5 hours, and we didn't get a troll until like after the 4th hour mark.
I don't know.
I think it was like around 4.5 hours when we first started getting a troll. And it just started coming. One after the other.
Yeah, people get bored. Don't have anything better to do. Think their anonymity protects them. Ha.
Yeah, it does a little surprising. One of the guys at work, I was talking to him. He has no clue what D&D is.
Oh.
Just like at my old job in Avon. That one kid, no clue what D&D is. How sheltered are you?
Very
Well, it's not necessarily the fact that you get. It's like, okay, I can understand not knowing what D&D is or D&D, but he didn't know it. The kid at the old job didn't know. Has never read or seen any of the Harry Potters. I'm like, oh yeah.
Some dude came in being like a stalker, saying the host is good looking or something. I'm not sure what was said because it was on chat. It was the top chat I was remember who was sent. Ooh. Icky.
Either way.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, me and you haven't really had a whole lot of issues like that, like with text messages that we send each other. and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
At least not that I know of.
Mm-mm.
She hasn't vocalized it.
Mm-mm.
I was trying to. I saw one of the cats walk by, but it might have been just a reflection of the car.
Okay. Well, it's been about 2 hours. I think we might log off. I've got to take my shower. And got to consider dinner and bedtime soon.
Yeah, bedtime for me especially.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for chatting.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we'll try to be on probably in the next couple of weeks or so.
We need to do it too.
Ooh, taquitos and ranch.
Pretty good combo.
Should buy taquitos.
They had them at Walmart.
Yes, they do.
And I pointed them out on numerous occasions.
Wow.
Besides pizza rolls.
Wow. But yeah. Well, cool. Yeah, good luck. Let me know how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
And have a good evening.
Have a good one.
Bye.
See you next time.